He dashes here. He dashes there. He dashes every bloody where. He dashes up. He dashes down. A dashing Womble gets all over town. Whoa! Hey everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. Hope everyone's doing well. Hopefully all the gig workers are doing well and earning lots of money. And yeah, I haven't really been doing a whole lot as of late. Except been doing a lot of proxy pics. As some of you may have already seen, my wife had a fall. Mrs. Womble had a fall at home. Oh, what day is it today? Gosh, on Tuesday morning, and she got her foot caught between a fan that we had going in the living room, not between the blades, in between the stand and the frame of the fan. Now, hurt her leg, and we managed to get her up okay, and she just was able just to rest for several hours there. So she was fine for the most part, but her ankle was hurting, the foot was hurting. But at least she was able to rest it. But she, so we went out later on in the day, and she was having difficulty moving around. I guess it stiffened up a bit, and that's what we thought. And but it became apparent that it was getting a bit difficult for her. She was hanging on to anything she could to move around. And so later on that evening, we ended up going to the emergency room, which is one reason why I didn't do the live show, because it was right before that we went. So I didn't feel it was a good idea to do the live show from the hospital room. We didn't, or emergency room, we didn't know what to expect. But she had a few x-rays, saw several doctors. The hospital kindly relieved us of some cash, so that lightened our load a little bit. Crazy how that is here, but anyway, I won't get into that. But anyway, yeah, I was getting a bit worried. And the thing is also that day, I hadn't been sleeping so well before that for several days, and I'd taken a sleeping pill earlier on that day, earlier on Tuesday morning, and it finally kicked in, and I managed to get a few hours sleep after she'd fallen and we got her up and such. So later on, when we went to the hospital, that was on me too, and I was having problems staying awake. But anyway, regardless of that, she x-rays were fine. She thankfully had not broken anything. They think that she just sprained it, and gave her a bloody great big boot thing which went up to her knee, and she could put air in it and everything. It was quite a fancy looking thing, but anyway, they gave her that, and she was able to use that and had that on all night long and all day, most of it. She couldn't drive in it, so I ended up taking her to dialysis early in the morning with probably about 10 minutes sleep before we did that. Oh, good grief. And I drove her there, and she went in, and did whatever she had to do, had to explain to them what she'd done, because obviously she couldn't hide the fact that she'd fallen. But she was fine. She said it was aching a little bit, but manoeuvring that darn thing, it's just so flipping awkward. And getting in and out the truck was so awkward too. Had to get out and help her in, or helped her in rather. But yeah, it was a bit of a worrying time, to say the least. But later on in the day, when we came home, I took a nap because I really needed it, and she in between times she'd taken off that boot, and it must have helped her a whole lot, because she's walking around a lot better. She actually worried whether she'd waited a day rather than just go direct to the hospital, or go to the hospital. But I don't know, who can tell. But she's fine, and yeah, she's doing well. Anyway, I did, and if that wasn't enough going on, I was fine with her, and I decided wherever we went to eat, we was just going to eat in the truck. I didn't want the unnecessariness of her getting in and out the vehicle, even though she'd taken that boot off, but took it with her. Brought it out for a walk with her. She didn't wear it, but anyway. But it was there just in case. But she seems to be very much better now. But it was touching. We was genuinely worried when we went to the emergency room. But so thank you for everybody for all your support on that. We got lots of well wishes. Thank you all. We did read them all. I can't say I replied to every one of them, but it's been a bit of a odd day. Anyway, but she had got something to eat. I'll tell you what, I don't know if any of you tried it, but I didn't take a picture, but she wanted to go to Chick-fil-A and get the salad there. Okay. It was packed the first time we went there. But anyway, went back and got this salad. It was quite a big salad too. I think it was only like $5 or $6 or something. I've got the receipt, I think. Well, my eyes are trained to watch it. I keep the receipts because I scan them in later, and I think it was like about $8. Something like that. Can't really see it. Light is not brilliant in here. I'm tired. Anyway, so it was a very big salad. She enjoyed it a lot. So if you wanting a salad, go to Chick-fil-A, because apparently those are pretty bloody good. And not so pricey either. I ended up going to Subway, got a couple of sandwiches, but I really wasn't hungry anyway. We'd had something in the morning while we was out, and anyway, yeah, I think that was enough for me. I was more tired than anything. But yeah, but we did a live show coming home, and I I don't even remember if I was on camera. Honestly, don't know if I was on camera at that point, or was we? No, we was watching Grandpa's Random Reviews. By the way, if you've not been to Grandpa's Random Reviews, go check out his site, please. His channel does reviews on about everything and anything. Very honest man, and his reviews are not very long, and it will show you how to put stuff together. He does it all. Unboxing, tells you whether it's a good product, or politely just tells you that it does whatever it's designed for. But no, so go visit him. I'll put a link down below. Grandpa's Random Reviews. Very good channel. And he also has another channel for doing gig work, which is Dashing Grandpa. Again, I'll put that link down below. But anyway, we was watching him, and I was decided to have one of those sandwiches, and I was eating that, and I don't know, I don't think I was all that hungry, to be fair, but I had one anyway, and I don't know, there was something towards the end of it I weren't too impressed with, and obviously my body didn't wanted to get rid of it. So I was coughing that up, and I opened up the door of the truck, and I was coughing that, and Mrs. Womble would turn the other way. We were both still in here. We hadn't been in there all that long, and I coughed, and Vippy must have. Oh, jeez. I coughed and I fell out of the truck, basically. I went thump down on the ground. And I gotta tell you, that bloody hurt. I landed on my hand and my side. And my side hurts a lot now. But anyway, I tried getting up, but I was having a bit of difficulty. My wife jumped out the other side and found her way around to there, and was trying to figure out how to get me up and that. But it was, I don't think I was embarrassed, but good grief, it was what the hell happened moment. I hit the side of me, hit my head, and I guess I should have flipping called an ambulance, but anyway, I didn't. Or we didn't, and ended up just trying to figure out where the phone was, and I showed Mrs. Womble where to. I called our neighbours, and she took a hold of the phone and spoke with them, and they come rushing over and helped me stand in the upright position. The thing was, it's like I couldn't believe that I'd done it, falling right. It's a ways down there when you fall off the seat. Good grief, it is. And I started laughing when I was down. I couldn't believe I'd done that. So I was laughing, so. Crazy person. So I don't think I'm going to make a stunt person, that's for sure. Right, anyway. But the neighbours got the twins next door, got me in the upright position, and I was able to get back in the truck where I've been pretty much ever since. But I will tell you now, it's bloody hell. It's now 4:15 in the morning. Shit. And Yes, I do ache. I've got one proxy pics to do today so far. It's a bit of a ways away. It's in Olathe. I was going to do it yesterday, but I thought I'd leave it till today because I had more time to do it. And so I thought I'd leave it. Just in case something else came in that area, because it's nothing, because it's actually further. It's about 25 miles from here. And it's paying $20. But I wish they would somehow confer, because I've been back and forth to Olathe 3, 4 times. This will be the 4th time, I think, in the past week. I wish they would just have someone that knew what was going on, that there's going to be a driver or whatever going out there, or whatever you call a photographer or what. But because it would make things a hell of a lot easier, because you could do them all in one hit. I did a couple the other day out that way, and they were two newer Dutch brothers, and I'd already been out to a couple of Dutch brothers over the weekend, or just before the weekend, out that way too, along with a couple of taking pictures of dumpster assignments. It's a bit weird on the swooping camera at the moment. I didn't drop the phone when I went out there, but I did drop the phone when I was done something the other day. I was at the petrol station. But anyway, so yeah, tip is don't fall out your out the truck, and make sure Mrs. Womble don't play Dancing with the Stars, because she's got to stop that lock. But I know, just got proxy pics. Still looking for another vehicle. Good grief, there's lots of scams out there. If you're looking for a vehicle and you're on Facebook Marketplace or anywhere else, keep your wits about you, because you really, really have to flipping look. I remember looking at one. It was a Honda Accord. Looked a nicer vehicle. Was a bit on the cheap side, which was good, but for budget, which it did, why is this one so cheap? But anyway, and I ignored part of the ad, and I was talking away to the person, and it was when they came back to me, replied to me, it was 3 o'clock in the morning or something, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was, of course I'm up late at that time in the morning anyway, most of the time, but case in point, and so I wasn't really bothered about that bit. But they gave me an address. I said, I can be with you about 1 o'clock if that works. Yeah, well, we can figure out a place to meet. Okay. Or this is the address, you can meet me there. And they gave me an address. I went, well, I'll meet you at the address, and I'll let you know when I'm on my way. Good. Now, bearing in mind, I'd already told them that I could be there at 1 o'clock. Well, later on in the conversation, they turned around and said, this is messages back and forth. They said, oh, well, I don't get off of work until 3 o'clock. All right, well, I'll be there a little bit later than that, however long it takes you to get home. And then left it for a bit, and then I got a message saying, oh, in order for me not to open anyone else's conversation up, some words to that effect, if you'd like to leave a deposit, refundable deposit, then I can do that. And what now? No, I said, I wrote back, he said, no, I'll take my chances. And they just sent a thumbs up thing back a little bit later on, icon back. So, but I didn't go. We were running late, a lot late that day. I did write to them and never heard anything back. But then saw the ad, looked at the ad a lot more, and it said about that deposit in there. But I purely flipping overlooked that part, ignored it basically. Because they did ask me at one point, when would you be taking the vehicle or car or whatever? And I went, well, I'll take it today if that's all right. If it works out, okay. It was after that they said about the deposit. And I've noticed that since. I mean, there's a lot of times I'll go through Facebook Marketplace and you can clearly see which is a ripping scam one, and I'll just go in there and report it and get it kicked off. But this one I did not spot it straight away. So have your wits about you. Just keep on watching. Never give anyone a deposit. Never ever do that. That would be ridiculous. This person had a Facebook page. I went and checked. Always check the Facebook page of whoever's selling the vehicle. Always check the name. There's always, most of the time, there's a silly name as well that's attached to it of who the seller is. Just a ridiculous name. So always check that. Always check that the profile of the person you're buying the vehicle from, and definitely never give a deposit on it. But also, if they do give you an address and you have the opportunity to go past that way, look it up on Google Maps first of all. Get a feel of where that home is, business is, or wherever it is that you're going to meet them. If you are going to meet them, make sure that you meet them at a garage where there's lots of people or something, wherever, so people can see what's going on. Never ever meet anyone down a dark alley or in a flipping wherever. Just always make sure it's public, and there's public there, lots of them. Maybe a pain in the arse when you're trying to walk around the car, etc. But, at least there's someone there. Maybe that will help you out. But yeah, it's you really do have to keep your wits. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here, everybody. So I'm going to continue to look anyway. So still continuing to look. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks again for all your support, and we'll see you soon. And hopefully you're all making some monies, staying safe, and hopefully it's stress-free. And also, we really feel for those people that are in Florida. We got friends that are in Florida, and to possibly losing your house, going through all the upheaval of what's going on, having to move out of the area, going to stay with some very good friends. It's I can't imagine the stress that they're going through. Can't imagine it. I get fed up with Vipping doing things to this house and that, but what would we do if we didn't have anywhere to live? Live in the back of the van on the drive. I don't know, but it's not funny. It's definitely serious, and hopefully they get all the help that they need. Oh, excuse me, all the help they need. Get a lot of help from FEMA and churches and other charity organisations that are helping to feed them and clothe them, etc. Because, and just be hit, had that Hurricane Helena, and now we got Hurricane Milton, I think they called it. It's I'm not sure. Anyway, it's another bloody hurricane. Not just a week or so after the flipping first one. Oh, good grief! It's mad. You can't do anything with Mother Nature. Mother Nature's gonna flipping kick our asses whether we like it or not. There's nothing you can do except get out the bloody way. Don't think you can fight it, because it ain't gonna happen. If it's coming through, it's coming through. But still flipping, just look after yourself. Get the animals out, get flipping the family out, get all what you can out with you. That's most important to you. That you can get in your vehicle and get the bloody hell out of there. Which a lot of people have done, and thankfully. I'm not sure the weather people are always completely flipping correct in what they say. I don't think half of them know their asses from their elbow, and even though they got it flipping on a flipping screen anyway, telling them exactly what to do, all blibs and blobs and such. But anyway, just get out of there. And just, you got insurance, just deal with it thereafter. Main thing is just to keep yourself flipping out of harm's way, and the family and the pets. Anyhow, we're thinking of everybody out there, and we're keeping in contact with those that we know out there. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and we look forward to seeing you all soon. And it's Thursday today, so Thursday night, 9 o'clock Central Time, Dashing Grandpa. That's the place to be. And like I said before, go to his review channel, Grandpa's Random Reviews. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers. Ta-da.